Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be taking a look at my Hot Wheels collection. So as of today, it is 349 cars, and they're actually a mixture of Hot Wheels and Matchbox, and then in the corner over there is trash, which we won't talk about. So, let's get started with the back here. So, in this is the tower from the movie Cars. It's the paint booth. And I have a car in there that I got from a Disney store for some money. It was kind of expensive, if I remember correctly. And over here we have a trailer from the movie Cars. We have a bunch more car minifigures back here. We got a helicopter, and then we got a British bus. We got a truck, which I don't know where the back of that is. Then we got a whole bunch of cars from the movie. We got a taxi. We got the Brazilian racer from Cars 2. We got Sarge from Cars 2. We got a random school bus. I don't know why that's back there. A bike. We got a helicopter. That's supposed to be a rescue helicopter. We got a regular helicopter. We got another police helicopter. Another helicopter, and then an army helicopter. From this side, we got F-150 or F-450 or something. A trailer, Mater, a random racer from Cars. This is actually cool. It's one of my favorite ones. It's a Model T, but it doubles as a pencil sharpener, which is really nice, and that'll probably stay with me for a while. And over here we have a bunch of Thomas stuff, which is cool. And then this is Sheriff. I got him from the same place where I got that guy from the Disney store. And I got Finn McMissile. I got an Angry Birds one. I don't know that guy's name. I got Ramon from the paint booth. And then I got Space McQueen, Racing McQueen, two of the Cars 2 McQueens, maybe Springs McQueen, two of the Dinoco McQueens, and three of the, well, two of these are from the Cars 3, and then one of them is from Cars. And then, coming back here, we got two more trailers from an airport, like an airport set, which I got rid of, which I kind of don't like anymore. We got three military vehicles, a very interesting, or two military vehicles, one towing turret. An interesting thing about this one is that all of the heads on these guys have fallen off. Only these four still have heads. This is a souped up Volkswagen Beetle. It's like, I don't know what it's for. I think it's for like park ranger or something. We got police all in here. And then we got more police. SWAT truck. We got two ambulance. Three airport vehicles. One tow vehicle. And then a big line of work vehicles, which is really nice to have. And over here, we got a Spider-Man car. I don't know where the top of that went. We got a car, which I don't know the name actually. It is just a regular car, I think. We got like a older hatchback JDM thing. It's like a Unimog style of a truck, but it's not. Actually, it is. It is a Unimog. We got that thing. We got a Volkswagen Type 181. And we got two limos. This car, I think it's from Smokey and the Bandit. No, it's not. This car is Boss Hogg's Cadillac, which, to be honest, I don't really know who that is. And then we got random work truck, firefighter truck. Or we got fire truck, 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 rescue truck. So something different. Fire truck, fire truck, white rescue truck, fire truck, fire truck, fire truck, yellow fire truck. So one of these things is not like the rest of them. Actually, two of them are, I guess I should say. We got taxi 1, taxi 2, and then my school bus, or not my school bus, my transport bus, my mailman, which may or may not be, never mind, I'm not going to finish. If you know, you know. Another bus, a bus that I actually got way back when, there's a story to that. And we got 2 matching trucks there. I think they're supposed to be Raptors. And 1 older Ford. A couple of those 2 are Jeeps. That's like a Jeep. Forget the name. Gladiator, I think, right? Yeah, Jeep. I think that's like supposed to be a Jeep Gladiator with a motorcycle in the back. So on the bottom it says modified Bronco. We got an El Camino. We got a van. We got a van. We got a blue van. We got a Volkswagen bus, which is the best van. We got a regular van. Then we got a van, and there's actually a funny story to this one. I found it in my front yard, I think. We got a Jeep. Don't really know what that is. It's like a dune buggy thing. And then, forget the name of these things. Doesn't say on the back, but I know what that is. I just don't know what the name of it is. And then we got another dune buggy thing. We got a British car here. We got an older car, and a racing truck. The Spider-Man car. And another thing that's similar to that thing, and then we got 2 of them basically. So 3. And we got the Mike Wazowski mobile. Just like Mike Wazowski, I think, kind of similar. We got 2, like, what are they called? The things that you don't have side by side-ish things like that. And we got 3 of the Model T's. And then we got another sort of dune buggy-ish thing. We got a paint-ish. We got a paint car. I'll give you. So I don't really know where I got that from. Man, this car is special because boom, it's a transformer for people like me who don't know how transformers work, but like transformers. Then you got yourself the Avengers car, then the whatever this car is. I don't really know where I picked that one up. You got the good old Star Wars mobile. Then you got another thing similar to that one, but I don't really know what it is. Maybe it'll say it on the back. It says Track T. Then we got this one, which is a Lotus, which I would have never guessed. We got the 2 soccer mom mobiles, I guess you could call them. It's a Porsche Cayenne, I think? Cayenne Turbo. So don't really want to bother with that one because I know it's nothing interesting. These are my 3 hatchbacks. One's a Ford. The gray one in the middle is a Ford Fiat. And that's a Ford Focus. And then I can't remember what that is. We got this one's actually from Rocky 3. This car and this blue car here. You got this car. And you got this car, which kind of looks like the early version of the Ghostbusters car before it became the Ghostbusters car, but then at the same time, like, it's not Ford Fairlane, which might be. I don't know. I can't remember. That's a Cadillac V16. You got random, probably Volkswagen hatchback, Volkswagen car, Jeep, and then Alfa Romeo, new Raptor, Jeep, off-road thing. And actually, so these two trucks are kind of like the same but different color. And the fun thing about it is if you crack the back, this pops off. And now you don't have a roof. So, same thing happens with both of them. You just flip this back thing back and forth. You got this green truck, which I don't know where that came from. Then you got this truck, and then you got two green racing trucks. And then one, I guess, older Jeep or Wrangler truck like thing. It's not a Gladiator because I don't think that looks like one. So they're kind of recent. You got three big boys right there. The three big trucks that I got lifted, like redneck trucks, I guess you could call them. And you got, so I guess that these two are both Ford Broncos that have been modified. And then I guess that'd be a Jeep thing, right? Toyota. It's a Toyota. Sorry, my bad. It is a Land Cruiser. And then, so funny thing, you can pick up the back of them, and if you look closely, it'll tell you what it is on most of these that are supposed to represent something. And then this is a Jeep, and then funny enough, believe it or not, these are 3 Hummers, so cool. Then you got my collection of gray Roadsters. So these two are both Mercedes, and this one is a Chevy. And then we got 2 blue Minis, and then 1 green one, and then a Fiat, and then a Jeep, and a Jaguar, regular Nissan, 2 regular Nissans, Toyota, a Beamer, got a Mustang, a Dodge, it's probably either a Charger or Challenger. You can look at the back, it's Challenger. And you got basically a collection of except for this car here and this car here, it's basically a collection of many Chevys and Dodge Chargers or Challengers. So pretty fun to have. And then this is my Camaro collection. So that's what that is. And then we have this elusive machinery. It's another Chevy, so another older Chevy. And that's one of my favorite cars ever. If I didn't have a certain car, which I won't say today, that is probably my favorite car of all time. This will probably be my second. My first ever dream car, a Pontiac Firebird from Smokey and the Bandit. And then we got a bunch of race cars. So that's actually a Porsche race car. We got, I think that's another Porsche race car. That's a Aston Martin race car. Just a bunch. It's another Porsche one. Bunch of race cars. Another Porsche one. Mazda. That might be an older Supra. That's a Superbird. That's probably a Corvette thing, like a C3 or C4 or whatever. If they make C3s, I'm gonna look like an idiot if they don't. It is a, doesn't say, but it's probably based off a C4. I don't know where I got that one. I got that, and a bunch more race cars. I got an F1 car, which is cool, one of my favorites, one of my older ones. And I got a bunch of old race cars that have been in my collection as long as I can remember. So, funny story about this one. The car that I just picked up is an RX-7, which is a car that I would not actually mind owning one day. You get a Volkswagen Beetle with a top down, and you got the Scorpion car, and 2 race cars that are actually not my favorite. You got this car, which has another fun feature where it flips like a so. If it opens up, like you can eat other cars with it. And then you got just a race car. I think this is actually another Camaro. Ford Mustang. But it's got flames on it, so we kind of use it as a race car. We got the Skeletor car, which that's not Skeletor's face, unfortunately, but we got this car. That's sticker residue, so I put stickers on it. Then we took them off. Again, I've owned these cars since I was like 2, so. We got Mr. Mummy car. Then I got this car, which is missing the front engine. We got the Shark car, which is one of my favorites, one of my older cars. This car, which something is a custom Mustang, so it's another Mustang. I got that car and 2 race cars. So funny story. This one's actually a color changing one, and I think that one might be too. I know I have 2 color changing cars, but if you put this one in water, it changes color due to heat, which is cool. And then I got another one that's exactly like it, but is not color changing. Then we got this old version, which is another Camaro, so I didn't even know that. We got the Reese's Puffs, you know, the eat 'em up car. And we got whatever that is. We got 2 Hot Wheels cars, another McDonald's car, which I'm only assuming that I got this one, this gray one over here at McDonald's, but I don't remember. And I've got a bunch of old Hudsons. I guess I should say 3. Then I got a couple of hot rods. And that one's missing its hood again. I had these things since like most of these cars, since I was like 2, so they got used and abused. And some of them recycled because they went on from my dad or from my cousin or from my grandparents. So, to me. Then we got 2 Vipers, a C4, and then an original C8 with the split window. Or not C8, sorry, original Corvette with the split window. And then probably a Corvette base car, kind of like that one. And then we got a C7, one of my newer ones, a C8. We got a Lotus Elise, and then one of my older favorites, an Aston Martin, I think it's a DB11. R6459. That's all it says. But that was used to be one. This one used to be one of my favorites, and then I drew on it because I was trying to. I don't like the colorway on a car, or an exotic car. So I was trying to paint it blue with a pen, and that didn't work out so well. Then we got an Aventador J, which is one of my newer additions. We got a Lamborghini Miura, and a Murcielago, which just showed up in my collection. I don't know where that came from. Then we got my collection of Ferraris, and I think my favorite one out of these is the Testarossa. That's the only one I know the name to. Then we got another Aston Martin. I guess this is the James Bond car. Jaguar, I guess it's Jaguar Type E, sorry, it's not an Aston. Or the James Bond car, but it looks like it. Then we got the Audi R8, the Acura NSX. It's actually one of the only cars in the fleet that has a right-hand drive. And actually, you can tell this is an older car, because this on the back says Concept NSX instead of NSX, which is cool. Then we got the Porsche Cayman. another car that kind of just showed up in the fleet, and then a Viper ACR, one of my favorite cars, and then a McLaren F1, which is a car that I recently bought because I've been looking for McLarens online, but they were all like $20, so I found this one at Family Dollar down the road from my place for $1, so I picked it up. And I thought about getting two, but I didn't. So I think the Hot Wheels collection is back in business. Then over here, we got just a bunch of junk cars, because for a long time, or for a little bit, I didn't actually collect car. I actually stopped collecting stuff because I thought that this is what they made now. A lot of these are prizes that I got from fairs or just going on trips, and I wanted to get a car, which I actually don't like this part. So I actually don't like this grouping of cars here, because they're all just plastic junk quality like low quality cars that I don't play with. I guess I don't play with these anymore. That I didn't play with when I got them, because I didn't like the plastic on them. So that's the collection. I think it was bigger at some point. I got rid of a few, or I'm missing a few. I think I want to start adding more cars, because actually, I don't know if I mentioned this, but that C8 there is a newer addition to the fleet. And then this SVJ, or not SVJ, Aventador J is a new addition. The Beamer is a new addition, relatively new. I got these for my birthday a couple years ago. So, yeah, everything else has been. A lot of these cars have been here for a very long time. Like this car, it's actually broken in the back, as you can see. But this car I got for getting a school award. It was actually really nice when I got it, and then it just really instantly broke. And I have no idea where I got those Thomas things from, but they're really cool, and I have no idea where that came from either. But there's a lot of stories behind these cars. I have a lot of fond memories. Like, I didn't get a tablet when I was, like, I didn't get tablets or electronics when I was younger, and so this, for the most part, most of these cars, not really the building, I used it sometimes, were my source of entertainment for whenever I didn't feel like going outside. So, especially the race cars. So, that is my Hot Wheels collection in Matchbox and random Hot Wheels, Matchbox, random cars that I bought or got for basically no price. I mean, most of these I didn't pay anything for. I think the only two that I bought was the F1 there. I think that's it for me anyway. But the rest of these, actually the F1, Sheriff, and then that guy in the booth I paid for. The rest of these I got for gifts, or are my brother's, which aren't many of them. So unlike the Legos, which most of them are his, these are mine. So, that's gonna do it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed. Until next time, see you around.